Magandang hapon at maraming salamat sa inyong pagdalo. Sa loob ng ilang sandali ay magsisimula ng unang virtual na pagkilala sa mga magsisipagtapos mula sa Departamento ng Inhinyeriyang Kemikal ng Kolehiyo ng Inhinyeriya ng Universidad ng Pilipinas. Mga kaibigan, atin pong saksihan ang pagpasok ng mga magsisipagtapos mula sa Departamento ng Inhinyeriyang Kemikal sa taong 2021. Ang mga magsisipagtapos sa programang Bachelier sa agham ng Inhinyeriyang Kemikal.
Ang mga magsisipagtapos sa programang Master sa agham ng Inhinyeriyang Kemikal at Doktorado sa Filosofiya, Inhinyeriyang Kemikal.
Ang kaguruan at kawani ng Departamento ng Inhinyeriyang Kemikal. Ang tagapangulo ng ating departamento, si Dr. Julian Del Rosario.
Ang ating mga panauhin ngayong hapon, Professor Ferdinand G. Manigdeg, ang dekano ng Kolehiyo ng Inhinyeriya. Dr. Elihia D. Clemente, ang kalihim ng Kolehiyo ng Inhinyeriya. Ginang Priscilla Liran. Dr. Rowena Torres Ordonez. Engineer Alfonso Aliga Jr., Executive Director ng UP Earth. At ang ating panauhing pandangal, Ginoong John Nepua, DChE 78. Mga kaibigan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas sa pangunguna ng UP Engineering Choir.
Bayang magiliw, pesta silanganan, alak ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyag ka ng magiting, sa manlulupi, di ka pasisihin. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bugaw, may nilagang tula at awit sa paglaya minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagdinigdig, ang bituin at araw ng kailan pang may di magdidilig. Lupa ng araw na walhati pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming di kaya na ay mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Narito tayo upang kilalanin at parangalan ang mga magsisipagtapos mula sa Departamento ng Inhinyeriyang Kemikal ng Universidad ng Pilipinas ngayong taon. Ito rin ang unang pagkakataon na magkakaroon ng virtual na pagkilala dahil na rin sa limitasyong dulot ng pandemya.
Sa kabila ng lahat, minarapat naming ituloy ang programang ito upang ipagdiwang ang tagumpay ng ating mga magsisipagtapos. Sila ang mga matatapang at matatatag na pag-asa ng bayan. Sila ang mga walang takot na umigpaw sa hamon ng universidad at sila na sa wakas ay magkakamit ng inaasam na pagsablay.
Kasabay ng pagbibigay parangal sa ating mga magsisipagtapos, atin ding kikilalanin ang mga natatanging tagumpay ng iba pang mga mag-aaral, guro at kawani ng ating departamento. Ako po si Jason Saim Jeremias.
At ako naman po si Marlon Mopon Jr.
At kami po ang inyong tagapagpadaloy ng palatuntunan ngayong hapon. Ang ating virtual na pagkilala ay may papanood din ng live sa ating Facebook page na UP Diliman Department of Chemical Engineering. Maaari ninyong i-share o ibahagi ang live stream link na ito sa inyong mga panauhin at mahal sa buhay na gustong makiisa sa ating pagdiriwang ngayong hapon.
Upang simulan ang ating pagdiriwang, inaanyayahan natin ang aming masipag na tagapangulo ng Departamento ng Inhinyeriyang Kemikal, si Dr. Julie Ann Del Rosario, para sa kanyang pambungad na pananalita.
Magandang hapon sa ating lahat. Taos-puso ako bumabati sa mga magsisipagtapos ngayong taon mula sa mga programa ng Bachelier, Master sa Agham, at doktorado sa Filosofiya sa Inhinyeriyang Kemikal. Gayun din, pagbati sa kanilang mga magulang at mahal sa buhay na nagpunyaging mairaos ang kanilang pag-aaral sa kolehiyo. Congratulations to the graduates of Batch 2020-2021 and to their proud parents. Binabati ko rin ang ating mga panauhing pandangal sa pagdiriwang na ito. Welcome to our guests, Mr. Johnny Pua, Mrs. Priscilla Lirag, Dr. Rowena Torres Ordonez, and Mr. Noel Lorenzana. Gayun din sa ating mga university administrators, Dean Ferdinand Manegdeg, College Secretary Elihia Clemente, and ERDFI Executive Director, Tito Aliga Jr. Pagbati rin sa ating kaguruan at mga kawani na kasama natin sa hapong ito para sa virtual na pagkilala sa mga magsisipagtapos. We are gathered here today to recognize the end of another important phase in the students' endless quest for knowledge and development as individuals. In particular, this batch of students have handled the seemingly insurmountable odds brought about by the pandemic. We honor you for not only withstanding the difficulties, but thriving in it without sacrificing your moral values. On the other hand, this time also marks the beginning of new and greater challenges. The challenge of choosing career paths, finding a job or business activity that will suit and meet individual needs towards a contented future. In achieving these goals, I hope that our youth, ang ating mga scholar ng bayan, will not forget that they have the obligation to dedicate themselves and to direct their efforts towards nation building. The skills and training you receive from the university are not only foundations for self-improvement, but are also vital instruments as you contribute to national progress. I hope that you continue on learning and developing into enlightened and responsible members of our society. When faced with challenges, I hope that you'll have the courage and humility to always do the next right thing. The past year has shown us that with passion, perseverance, and support from our loved ones, we can succeed despite the challenges. You finished despite the failures. You delivered within the deadlines. You survived your groupmates. Even our faculty, despite teaching and working remotely, finished the semester through their passion and resilience. And today, we celebrate these achievements. I would like to commend all our graduates, our student awardees, and our faculty awardees. May our experiences give us hope that we are prepared for whatever we face in the future. Muli, pagbati sa ating mga magsisipagtapos, mangyaring patuloy kayong mangarap at magsumikap maabot ang mga ito na may tatag, tapang at pag-asa. Magandang hapon at atin nang simulan ang ating pagdiriwang.
Maraming salamat po, Dr. Del Rosario. Atin ding pakinggan ang mensahe mula sa pamunuan ng kolehiyo. Tunghayan natin ang pagbati mula sa dekano ng Kolehiyo ng Inhinyeriya, si Professor Ferdinand Manigdeg.
Our distinguished guest of honor, Mr. Junip Koa, UP Diliman Chancellor Professor Fidel Nemenso, Chairperson of the Department of Chemical Engineering, Assistant Professor Julian De Rosario, UP Chemical Engineering Alumni Foundation President Ferdinand Cal, and Representative Noel Lorenzana, UP Alumni Engineers President Elmil de la Cruz, UP Engineering Research and Development Foundation President Valentin Reyes and Executive Director Tito Aliga, officials of the college, institute, departments, and centers, members of the faculty, research, extension, professional, and administrative staff, the graduating batch 2021, parents, students, and guests, a pleasant afternoon to all. I am honored to be with you on this memorable day of your academic life, the culmination of years of hard work. All the countless moments of posing yourselves to meet deadlines and attending classes during the pandemic all fall into this moment. The last 2 years have been a struggle for everyone. We acknowledge the difficulties you faced during the pandemic, mentally and emotionally. One day, you may look back and amuse yourself, knowing that you've managed to meet the requirements with a cool head while internally screaming. I look to you all with admiration and hope. The college runs recognition rites yearly, and though we are familiar with our students' emotions on their becoming alumni, every moment is always precious to us. It may not sink to you now, but we know that you will miss the university. You entered UP with your upcut results. Now you will leave with another piece of paper, this time with your diploma. To Batch 2021, congratulations. This setup is not ideal, and I'm sure you and your loved ones would have wanted to see you receive your diplomas and honors in person. I'm sure some of you have waited years to grace this stage. You might have even planned every swing, selfie, somersault, and gimmick even before you were sure to graduate this year. Given our current health situation, the screen will be our stage in the meantime. This afternoon, we are passing the torch of service once more. After the university graduation, you will no longer be students of the Department of Chemical Engineering, but its alumni. To be an alumnus of the college is to be an embodiment of global engineering education and excellence. This description alone is a force to be reckoned with, for it is promise of good character and intelligence. But this was not done without the combined efforts between students and faculty members, parents and guardians, the university, and the community. Today is the perfect opportunity to thank everyone who has been on this journey with you. Being a scholar ng bayan isn't about being self-made. It is about being molded by the combined efforts of a larger community whose hopes lie in your choice to serve. You are inheriting a torch of service that has been burning for 111 years for the Filipino people. Wherever the Odyssey, may you take this torch with you. Tapang, Tatag, at Pag-asa is the theme of the year's ceremony. You are graduating from a department that excels in creating opportunities for students. So you will be able to see chemical engineering both as a degree and as a career field. Your choice will not be confined within the hallowed halls of the university. Your ideas can be synthesized in policy making. Finding your center while the world around you delves into unforeseen events was a draining task. I commend every one of you for giving your best shot. Ang tapang, tatag at pag-asa ay nakakamit sa pag-igpaw sa takot at pangamba. Maaari tayong manghina at magpahinga. Ngunit sa bawat bukas, tayo ay laging babangon. Ang scholar ng bayan ay di lamang sinusukat sa talino. Ang isko at iska ay matapang manindigan. Sila ay matatag at pinagpapatibay sa pagmamahal sa pamilya, sa sarili at sa bayan. Ang scholar ng bayan ay pag-asa ng bayan. Indeed, the horizon is vast, and you have the individual freedom to choose what you want to do hereafter. But time and time again, we will always convince you to stay in the course of the Filipino people as you stand here today. Tomorrow and in the following years to come, may you be our scientists and engineers, industry leaders, policymakers, and agents for genuine social change. This year, we are also celebrating the 111th founding anniversary of the UP Engineering. The theme, Tapang, Tatag, at Pag-asa, aligns with honoring the valuable contributions of our students in upholding academic excellence. Indeed, the Department of Chemical Engineering has produced outstanding scholars of the people. In this regard, we are also challenging you to a road less traveled and continue what you have started. For years, people have invested in your education. It's not just giving back or reciprocating. It's about continuing the stride. Muling pagpupugay sa mga magsisipag tapos. Maging matapang, maging matatag, piliin maging pag-asa ng bayan. To Batch 2021 from the Department of Chemical Engineering, congratulations and good luck.
Maraming salamat po, Professor Manigdeg. Kami po ay nagagalak sa pakikisa ng kolehiyo sa ating pagdiriwang ngayong hapon. Upang ipakilala ang ating panauhing pandangal ngayong hapon, Atin pong tinatawag si Dr. Jude Micael Aberilla.
Ikinararangal natin ang pagpapaunlad ng ating panauhing pandangal sa ating paanyayang magbigay inspirasyon sa ating mga magsisipagtapos ngayong hapon. Si Ginoong John G. Kua ay nagtapos ng bachelier sa agham ng Engineering Chemical sa UP Diliman noong 1978. Naging bahagi siya ng kumpanyang Procter & Gamble o P&G Philippines at nagsilbi sa iba't ibang tungkulin tulad ng research and development, manufacturing, marketing at general management sa Pilipinas, Estados Unidos at Taiwan. Siya ang kauna-unahang Pilipinong President at General Manager ng P&G Philippines noong 1995 at patuloy siyang naglingkod sa tungkuling ito hanggang 2006. Matapos magretiro mula sa P&G noong 2006, naging bahagi si Ginoong Kua sa iba't ibang korporasyon bilang independent director. Ilan sa mga korporasyon ito ay ang ALI, Eaton Property Development Corporation, Asia Brewery Incorporated, Century Pacific Food Incorporated at Tanduay Distillers Incorporated. Si Ginoong Kua ay kasalukuyang nanunungkulan bilang chairman o tagapangulo ng Xavier School Incorporated at ng P&Gers Fund Incorporated. Upang bigyan inspirasyon ngayong hapon ng mga magsisipagtapos, narito po ang talumpati ni Ginoong John Nip Kua, DChE 78.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Janip Kua, and I'm a UP Diliman CHE graduate from the batch of 1978. It is a pleasure to be here with you today. Before I begin, I'd like to thank Professor Aberilla and Professor Bainosa for inviting me to speak with you. I'm deeply honored. So that's it. This is my story for the day. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you have learned what chemical engineers can do in a consumer products company like Procter & Gamble. And before I end, I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate all the awardees in today's recognition rites. Thank you.
Maraming salamat po sa inyong talumpati, Ginoong Kua. Upang magpahayag ng pasasalamat sa ating panauhing pandangal, tinatawagan natin ang tagapangulo ng ating departamento, Dr. Julian Del Rosario.
On behalf of the faculty and staff of the Department of Chemical Engineering, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to Mr. John Nip Kua for sharing his story, the creative stories behind the different successful P&G products, and the journey of our dedicated Filipino engineers. Thank you for imparting your valuable insights and encouraging words to the UP DChE graduating class of 2020-2021. You are truly an inspiration, not only to this batch of soon-to-be engineers, but also to the rest of us who joined in today's recognition rites. Ayan, na-receive niyo na po yung certificate. Thank you po ulit. We wish you all the best and thank you very much.
Ngayon, tayo ay dadako na sa pinakahihintay na bahagi ng ating programa, ang pagkilala sa ating mga magsisipagtapos. Sila ay makatatanggap ng sertipiko ng pagkilala. Nakasaad sa sertipiko na ito, University of the Philippines Department of Chemical Engineering. This certificate of recognition is awarded to ang pangalan na magtatapos on successful completion of all requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering. Given this 22nd day of July 2021, during the 2021 UPD DChE Virtual Recognition Rites held at the University of the Philippines, Diliman, Quezon City, Philippines. Nilagdaan ni Julian Del Rosario, PhD Chair. Inaanyayahan ang lahat ng magsisipagtapos na maghanda para sa individual na pagpapakilala. Maaari kayong samahan sa screen ng inyong mga panauhin at mahal sa buhay. Para ipakilala ang mga magsisipagtapos sa programang Bachiller, tinatawagan natin muli ang ating tagapangulo, Dr. Julian Del Rosario.
Mga natatanging panauhin, Dean Ferdinand Manegdeg, mga kapwa ko guro at mga kawani, mga panauhin at mahal sa buhay ng ating mga magsisipagtapos, malugod kong ipinakikilala ang 47 mga magsisipagtapos sa programang Bachiller ng Departamento ng Inhenyeriyang Kemikal. Sila ang mga nagpunyagi sa hamon ng nakaraang taon at ang mga nagsumikap na manatiling matapang at matatag sa kabila ng pagsubok. Ang mga magsisipagtapos ay kinabibilangan ng 8 may karangalang cum laude, 4 na may karangalang magna cum laude, at 2 may karangalang summa cum laude. Ikinararangal kong ipakilala ang mga magsisipagtapos ng Bachiller sa agham ng Inhenyeriyang Kemikal. Amada Azel Balbon. Arenas Daphne Karen Pereira. Bagayan Marinel Ferrer. Baginon Ralph Justin Herrera. Bariga K. Berenice Gica. Bobis Christine Angeli Gamboa. Cabrera Anthony Joseph Dizon. Coronado John Kervin Macol. Depano Kirsty Eliza May Nathan. De Los Santos Christian Hipolito. Escalona Sabrina Marie Talag. Eugenio John Aaron Luis Gentalian. Haner Julene Marie Salvador. Maliksi Rafael Carlos Tuason. Martinez Jared Selga. Melano Hazel Joy Espiritu. Ocampo Vince Michael Panti. Ordiales Patricia Sara Acosta. Panaligan Alison Dale de la Cruz. Parado Sean Pierce Enverga. Patubo Camille Joy Dumanais. Pecho Simon Rafael Gatpatan. Kilit Merck Junel Cruz. Ramos Daniel Carpio. Reina Maria Josel Victoria Mabalot. Salak Arizeo Cueva. Sapio Shaina Jane Lucanas. Somera Jairus Dame Ann Corda. Sotoya Dean Ryan. Alan Fatima Grace Florendo. Tinitigan Maria Carmina Exceline C. Tirado Frances Nicole Falconitin. Zapata Charlotte Abigail Tejada. Escalona Sabrina Marie Talag. Ang susunod ay ang mga magsisipagtapos ng bachelier sa agham ng Inhenyeriyang Kemikal na may karangalang cum laude. Sila ay nagkamit ng general weighted average na nasa pagitan ng 1.45 at 1.75. Sila ay sina Baratilia Patricia May Eribal, cum laude. Oson Patricia Isabel Nobleza, cum laude. Garcia Lorian Chris Santiago, cum laude. Escoto Averly Jeril Avengoza, cum laude. Chua Jax Harrison Chan, cum laude. Gomeseria Mitch Adrian Deliosa, cum laude. Go Hazel Angelica Haveliana, cum laude. Yu James Kenrich Lu, cum laude. Sunod naman ang mga magsisipagtapos ng bachelier sa agham ng Inhenyeriyang Kemikal na may karangalang magna cum laude. Sila naman ay nagkamit ng general weighted average na nasa pagitan ng 1.2 at 1.45. Sila ay sina Toma Cruz John Goran Tavera, magna cum laude. Miranda Maria Lorena Isabel Chan, magna cum laude. Capistrano Alessandro Rafael Garcia, magna cum laude. Tacloban Hinan Daro Claver, magna cum laude. At hindi pa huhuli ang mga magsisipagtapos ng bachelier sa agham ng Inhenyeriyang Kemikal na may karangalang summa cum laude. Sila ay nagkamit ng general weighted average na katumbas o mas mataas pa sa 1.2. Sila ay sina Blanco Sabrina Nicole Tejano, summa cum laude. Go Kobe Christian C, summa cum laude. Si Kobe rin ang nagkamit ng pinakamataas na GWA sa buong kolehiyo ng inhenyeriya. Isang masigabong palakpakan para sa mga magsisipagtapos sa programang bachelier at sa kanilang mga magulang at mahal sa buhay. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat po, Dr. Del Rosario. Ngayon naman ay idadako tayo sa pagkilala sa mga magsisipagtapos sa programang graduado. Sila ay makatatanggap ng sertipiko ng pagkilala. Nakasaad sa sertipiko na ito, University of the Philippines Department of Chemical Engineering. The Certificate of Recognition is awarded to ang pangalan ng magtatapos, on successful completion of all requirements for the degree of Master of Science or Doctor of Philosophy, Chemical Engineering. Given this 22nd day of July 2021, during the 2021 UPD DChE Virtual Recognition Rites held at the University of the Philippines, Diliman, Quezon City, Philippines. Nilagdaan ni Miguel Francisco Remolona, PhD, Graduate Program Coordinator, at Julie Ann Del Rosario, PhD, Chair. Inaanyayahan ang lahat ng magsisipagtapos mula sa programang graduado na maghanda para sa individual na pagpapakilala. Maaari kayong samahan sa screen ng inyong mga panauhin at mahal sa buhay. Upang ipakilala ang mga magsisipagtapos, tinatawagan natin ang tagapagpunay ng programang graduado ng ating departamento, Dr. Miguel Francisco Remolona.
Mga natatanging panauhin, ang ating dekano, Professor Ferdinand Madigdig, mga kapwa ko guro at mga kawani, mga panauhin at mahal sa buhay ng ating mga magsisipagtapos. Malugod kong ipinapakilala ang 5 magsisipagtapos mula sa programang kwadrado ng Departamento ng Inhinyeriyang Kemikal. Ang pangkat na ito ay kinabibilangan ng 4 na magsisipagtapos ng Master sa Agham ng Inhinyeriyang Kemikal at 1 magtatapos ng doktorado sa Pilosopiya, Inhinyeriyang Kemikal. Ang mga magsisipagtapos ng Master sa Agham ng Inhinyeriyang Kemikal: Aris Alin Jerry Porras, Deyang Michael Sin Poblete, na may MS thesis na pinamagatang Effect of Temperature and Solvent Composition on the Properties of Chemically Recovered Polyethylene from Waste Plastic Laminates using Diliman and Xylene. Si Ginoong Diang ay kasalukuyan ding guro sa ating departamento. Nalzaro Paul Jake Borday, na may MS thesis na pinamagatang Kinetics Modeling of Swelling and Nutrient Release of HPC, CMC, Alginate Hydrogel Blends for Agricultural Application. Si Ginoong Nalzaro ay kasalukuyan ding guro sa departamento. Patubo Isaac Marvin Santos, na may MS thesis na pinamagatang Sorption-based desalination using hydroxypropyl cellulose alginate hydrogel beads, optimization of blend formulation. Ang magtatapos ng doktorado sa Pilosopiya Inhinyeriyang Kemikal, De La Cruz Isaac Jerome Caceres, na may PhD dissertation na pinamagatang The Influence of Volume in a Confined Space on the Nucleation of Model Molecular Crystals. Isang masigabong palakpakan para sa mga magsisipagtapos sa programang kwadrado at sa kanilang mga magulang at mahal sa buhay. Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat po, Dr. Del Rosario at Dr. Remolon. Ngayon ay dadako tayo sa paggawad ng mga natatanging parangal. Bawat taon, ang Departamento ng Inhinyeriyang Kemikal ay nagkakaloob ng natatanging parangal sa 2 mag-aaral na nagpakita ng kahusayan sa larangan ng Inhinyeriyang Kemikal at sa larangan ng pamumuno at paglilingkod. Ang unang parangal ay ang Dr. Rufino C. Lirag Jr. Chemical Engineering Award for Leadership and Service bilang paggunita kay Dr. Lirag, dating guro at tagapangulo ng departamento. Ang parangal na ito na igagawad ni Ginang Priscilla Lirag, kabiyak ni Dr. Lirag, ay ibinibigay sa mag-aaral na masigasig na namuno at naglingkod sa kanyang kapwa mag-aaral, kolehiyo at komunidad. Ang Dr. Rufino C. Lirag Jr. Chemical Engineering Award for Leadership and Service ay iginagawad kay Ralph Justin Baginon. Si Ralph ay makatatanggap ng sertipiko at cash award mula sa ating donor. Pagbati sa iyo, Ralph. Ang susunod na parangal ay ipagkakaloob naman ng ating donor na si Dr. Rowena Torres Ordonez sa pakikipag-ugnayan ng UP Engineering Research and Development Foundation Incorporated o UP-ERDFE. Ang Professor Teodorico Festin Award for Excellence in Chemical Engineering ay ibinibigay naman sa mag-aaral na nagkamit ng pinakamataas na general weighted average sa buong pangkat ng mga magsisipagtapos sa programang bachelier. Ito rin ay pinagkakaloob bilang paggunita kay Professor Festin, isa sa mga unang guro ng departamento. Ang Professor Teodorico Festin Award for Excellence in Chemical Engineering ay iginagawad kay Kobe Christian Go, summa cum laude. Kobe ay makatatanggap din ng sertipiko at cash award mula sa ating donor.
Pagbati sa iyo, Kobe. Ngayon naman ay tutungo tayo sa pagkilala sa mga natatanging mag-aaral na nakatanggap ng mga parangal nitong nakaraang taon. Sa kabila ng hamon ng pandemya, patuloy na nagtatagumpay ang ating mga mag-aaral sa iba't ibang larangan. Narito ang ilan lamang sa mga parangal at gantimpala na kanilang nakatanggap. Atin din kikilalanin ngayon ang mga natatanging guro at kawani ng ating departamento na nagtamo ng mga parangal ngayong taon. Malugod namin kayong binabati kasama ang ating mga natatanging mag-aaral sa pagkamit ng mga parangal na ito. Padayon, DChE.
Sa puntong ito, ating tunghayan ang isang audiovisual na pagtatanghal mula sa ating mga CHE representatives. Ito ay handog nila sa mga kapwa nila mag-aaral na magsisipagtapos ngayong hapon. Panoorin natin ito.
Graduating Batch of 2021, inyong nalampasan ang di mabilang na baso ng kape, ilang gabing kulang sa tulog at pahinga, madudugo at mahabang pagsusulit, worksheets na tila'y di na maubos-ubos, ilang oras na paggawa ng code na di naman rin palagagana, mga kwadernong puno ng equations, mga laptop na naghihingalo dahil sa thesis, PD at CPI, at mga araw na puno ng pagod at pagdududa. Ang lahat ng ito ay humantong sa mga sandaling ito. Ang sandali ng pagtatapos ng isa na namang kabanata ng inyong buhay at pagsimula ng pagsusulat ng panibago. Kaya't ngayong araw, nais ng departamento na pumati at ipagdiwang ang inyong pagtatapos.
Pagpugay sa mga magsisipagtapos ngayong taong 2021. Saludo kami sa inyong lakas ng loob na harapin ang mga hamon ng kasalukuyang pandemya. Bagamat ilang beses kayong sinubok, nandito na kayo ngayon sa dulo ng inyong paglalakbay na maging inhinyero para sa bayan. Aabangan namin ang mga kwento ng tagumpay. Padayon, mga matatapang at matatatag na mga bagong pag-asa ng bayan.
Nais kong batiin ang lahat ng magsisipagtapos, lalong-lalo na sa aking Amos Love Advices na sina Sandro, Sab, Hazel, and Kay. I was not able to attend my own PhD graduation as well due to COVID-19 pandemic. But one thing I've learned is that the journey is more important than the destination. After all, your journey is all about Tapang, Tatag, at Pag-asa. With that said, it doesn't make this day anything less special, and there's no reason for us not to celebrate this special occasion. Treasure the learnings and the friends you have gained along the way. Again, congratulations everyone.
Hello, Batch 2021! Congratulations sa inyong pagtatapos. I wish you all the best in your future careers and always remember honor and excellence.
Congratulations, class of 2021! You did it! Special mention to my research advisees, my nanotech babies, Lorena, Mitch, Keenan, and our class valedictorian, Kobe! Congratulations!
Hello CHE graduating class of 2021. Congratulations sa inyong lahat. Excellent job for persevering through this academic year, particularly in your thesis and in your plant design. So special mention lang sa aking brilliant advisees, si Jared and si AJ, for doing an excellent job in your thesis this year. So congratulations sa lahat, and hopefully you have a good and prosperous career ahead of you.
Hello and congratulations to the DChE class of 2021. More than 90% of the graduating batch had been my students in CHE 106, 150, 101, and 26. Special mention to my CHE 143, 144 advisees, Alisa, Averly, Ichan, and Shainan. Wherever you go, always bring and leave UP's motto, honor and excellence, and may I add from former Chancellor Michael Eltan, compassion. So that's honor, excellence, and compassion. All the best and congratulations.
Pagbati sa mga magsisipagtapos ng bachiller ng Inhenyeriyang Kimikal ngayong taong 2021. Partikular kong nais batiin ang mga advice ko sa CHE 143 at 144, sina Ava, Alisa, Shaina at Ichan. Malungkot ako dahil natapos ang taon na hindi tayo nagkita ng personal at di ko man lang kayo makamayan, mayakap o di kaya ay makapag-selfie man lang tayo. Ngunit labis naman ang aking galak na masaksihan ang inyong pagtatapos. Sa inyong paghayo, naway matanto ninyo ang inyong mga mithiin ng buo ang loob at may integridad. Sa buong DChE class of 2021, padayon.
To my PD advisees, halaman designers, Sab, Sandro, Azel and Kay, Ty-Maid, Braf, Kazel and Carms, congratulations on your graduation. Yay!
Padayon Batch 2021. Mabuhay ang mga matatapang at matatag na pag-asa ng bayan.
Go Batch!
Maraming salamat sa ating CHE representatives para sa handog na ito. Nakagagalak nga naman na alalahanin ang mga naging karanasan natin. Nakatutuwa ring marinig ang mga mensahe mula sa ating mga guro na walang ibang hinihiling kundi ang magtagumpay kayong mga pag-asa ng bayan. Padayon, Class of 2021. At upang mapakinggan naman natin ang mga mithiin at pangarap ng ating mga magsisipagtapos, ating tunghayan ang talumpati ng kanilang kinatawan, si Ginoong Kobe Christian Go, summa cum laude.
To the Dean of the College of Engineering, Professor Ferdinand Manigdeg, to our Department Chair, Dr. Julie Ann Del Rosario, to our guest speakers, Mr. Noel Lorenzana and Mr. Johnnet Cua, to our honored guests, Dr. Rowena Torres Ordonez, Ms. Priscilla Lirag, and Engineer Alfonso Aliga Jr., to the faculty and staff of the Department of Chemical Engineering, to the parents, relatives, and friends, and to my fellow graduates, a pleasant and beautiful day to all of you. Sometimes, when I'm not rushing, I like to do a little experiment while making my morning cup of coffee. I would pour hot water first, then add instant coffee powder on top, and then watch as the instant coffee diffuses into the water. After some time, I would get a metal spoon and stir in all directions, up and down, side to side, clockwise, counterclockwise, and observe how it results in a homogeneous solution quicker. And afterward, I'd leave the spoon on the cup and feel as it gradually feels warmer to the touch. And I'd imagine the heat transfer occurring from the coffee to the spoon and the spoon to the air, like my mini fin heat exchanger. This sounds odd, but there are times like this where I want to feel like I know what I studied and I know how to apply it in real life. But for one, I'm only copying what my instructors gave as examples in class. Second, it's not even a practical application. And third, there are probably even more concepts I don't understand and don't remember. As we graduate, we're probably wondering if we know enough and if we will be able to apply what we tried to learn. If we go into a conventional chemical engineering career, would we be able to recall the needed concepts? If we go into a non-conventional one, would anything we learned be transferable? These are worries made worse by the fact that we are pandemic graduates with less hands-on skills like in the lab and with fewer career opportunities available. However, I started to think recently that we ought to give ourselves more credit. Our journey was tough and very tiring, but we didn't give up. I think more than the concepts we know, it is this experience that sets us up for any goal, dream, or success we want to reach. I took up chemical engineering mainly because of my dad, who also took up chemical engineering in college, but in the rival school. He also had his fair share of struggles, like failing exams and getting delayed. But he said that chemical engineering helped him analyze and improve processes better, and helped him in running his own business. I first thought that it was because chemical engineering teaches almost magical concepts that help you solve problems like a jigsaw puzzle. But after my journey here in the department, I learned that it is also what is learned outside of class, particularly in facing difficulties, that helps in solving any problem. We know the hard way that chemical engineering concepts are difficult to grasp. When our lecture slides were unclear, the book was even worse. If you tried to read BSL, you know what I mean. And when it came to the exam, anything could go wrong. Forget the name of the theory, wrong setup and values in the balances, don't know if it will increase, decrease, or have no effect, GG. But somehow, we passed our classes. We didn't give up. The requirements were also a struggle. Machine problems were hard to understand and even harder to code. When an error pops up in MATLAB hours before the deadline, we hold our tears before going through each line to debug. We pulled all-nighters for design projects while having exams in classes like 11, 12, 13, or plates for ES1. Somehow, we finished them all too. We didn't give up. And of course, a special mention to our thesis and PD. Most of us had to learn new models and do programming for our thesis because we didn't have access to labs. We had to relearn design equations and learn software like HYSYS and our favorite, AutoCAD, for our PD. And the whole process of writing, consultations, and presentations was tiring, especially now that it's all online. We were expected to deliver almost the same quality of submissions, despite our situations not being the most ideal. But we did it, and we didn't give up. We must never forget those moments when things get difficult in the future. I would think that as a chemical engineering graduate, the hardest part is over. But life never fails to bring us out of any equilibrium or steady state, even when we are enjoying it. Whatever we do, especially when it comes to our goals or something we are passionate about, we can draw on our experiences to inspire us to persevere. When it comes to our careers, don't give up. We might not know what to do or how to get somewhere, but we already know that clueless feeling. Take your time and navigate your way out of it, as you did before in your classes. You can always choose something different and learn along the way. Think about our speakers in our CHE 190 webinars and how they used concepts like mass balance and transport phenomena in sales, data science, and medicine, among other fields. We're equipped not just with many skills, but also the thought process and attitude to succeed. What matters is we try. When it comes to solving problems, don't give up. We face a lot of issues today, like climate change, pollution, and health crises. And even on a personal level, we can face problems with our relationships and mental health. They might seem too big to solve, but so were our thesis and PD at first. We can apply the same process to solve it, first by understanding the fundamentals, conditions, and objectives, then creating a solution, then continuously refining it. Our experience taught us that we can always try to find a solution. It need not be perfect, but it can be good enough to meet our objectives. And when it comes to helping others, don't give up. People can be stubborn and difficult to deal with, but so were all of our exams and requirements. We can take time to learn how to best help people, even if they initially refuse. Like if you have friends and family who don't believe in social distancing and wearing masks, take time to explain to them how the SARS-CoV-2 virus can be airborne since small droplets are suspended in the air due to particulate flow and fluid dynamics. Maybe one day, they will thank you for helping them avoid disasters. And while we don't give up, let's also remember to help others not to give up. I really appreciate our batch group chat, or as we call it, the Sablay chat. If not for the reminders, the rants, the jokes, and especially the encouragement, I might have given up. Seeing that we're all struggling together, yet all of you are working so hard, inspired me to keep pushing. Congratulations to all of us. We, and especially you fellow graduates, deserve this achievement. I hope you all continue to inspire others as you have inspired me. And I want to thank the people who also inspired me not to give up. Thank you to my instructors in my classes. And thank you to my thesis and PD advisors, Ma'am Jem and Sir Mao, for your constant guidance throughout the year and your inspiration as #relationship goals. Thank you to the LNG team, to Ma'am De Leon and Ma'am Melit for the amazing opportunity to work on such an important project. Thank you to the DChE Quiz Bowl team for the honor of representing the department and the university. To my coaches, Sir Mike, Sir Andrew, and Sir Noga, and to my teammates in the past years, thank you to Alkeens for your trust in me and for your support. Thank you to my co-EC, ex-COVID-19, for being the best EC I could ever ask for. Thank you to Ther, Keenan, Ace, PJ, Ichan, Jared, and Via for the support and for all the fun moments. Thank you also to Sir Mike, who more than my org advisor, is also my counselor and a dear friend. Thank you to the 16s, who I'm glad to share my journey with. And thank you to my groupmates, who helped me get through one of the most challenging years of my life. Thank you to Lorena and Mitch for all the help, especially when I needed it. And thank you to Keenan, my go-to ACADS partner and dear friend. Thank you for always listening and always helping, especially when it comes to these speeches. Thank you most especially to my family, to my siblings, Aya and B, who were always helpful and understanding. Thank you to my dad, who inspired me to take up chemical engineering as he did. I hope to be as great and inspiring as you one day. Thank you to my mom for always making sure I'm healthy and always providing for me. Thank you, Mommy, for being patient with me and never failing to make me a better person. I dedicate all my achievements and my graduation to you both. Thank you to my ama, who always watched my journey with pride, and to both of my late angkongs, whom I lost in the past year. I hope I made you both proud in heaven. And finally, I'd like to thank God, who makes all things possible. To Him be all the glory. As chemical engineering graduates, we know what it means to struggle, probably more than we know the concepts. But that is okay, because the grit we develop is just as important, if not more than what we learn in class. And from our experiences, we know what it means to live out our theme for this program, na tayo ay may tapang, tatag, at pag-asa. So may this achievement always inspire us, that if we can graduate from DChE, we can do almost anything. Just remember, don't give up. Thank you and congratulations.
Maraming salamat, Kobe, sa iyong talumpati. Para ibahagi ang kanyang pangwakas na pananalita at tunghayan si Ginoong Noel Lorenzana, kinatawa ng UP Chemical Engineering Alumni Foundation.
UP Diliman Chancellor Fidel Nemenzo, UP College of Engineering Dean Ferdinand Manigdeg, Department Chair Julian Daversario, Sir John Ipkua, Dr. Rufino Lirag Jr., Chemical Engineering Awardee for Leadership, Mrs. Priscilla Lirag, Professor Federico Festin Awardee for Excellence in Chemical Engineering, Dr. Rowena Torres Ordonez, faculty, students, awardees, and parents, good afternoon. My name is Noel Laranzana from the UP Chemical Engineering Alumni Foundation and a member of the UP Chemical Engineering class of 1988. First of all, my heartfelt congratulations to the UP Chemical Engineering class of 2021. All of you, including your parents and guardians, should stand proud of what you have achieved. To graduate amidst all the chaos and uncertainties in a pandemic, in a lockdown, is probably one of the most difficult things and biggest feats to achieve. Despite the distractions, the uncertainties, concerns, the unusual classroom setup, and the isolation, we are here celebrating this momentous and joyful event. I am not exaggerating when I say that the class of 2021 may prove to be the greatest generation yet. Because all of you have been prepared and will know how to navigate the world of tomorrow. This experience, empathy, and awareness you have built will equip and enable you to come up with answers for tomorrow's problems and concerns. Because even as this pandemic comes to an end, there will still be a lot of issues that will face mankind. Some we can predict, most will come unexpected, and a good number will create vulnerability in society. And who better to do it than the young generation who have gone through the fire and have come out winning? That is why this year's theme of Tapang, Tatag, and Pag-asa is very fitting, as all of you have showed fearlessness, strength, and resolve to finish what you have started. And because of that, you now carry the hope of our country and the world as a whole. A degree in chemical engineering from the University of the Philippines will carry you far and open doors not only in terms of careers, but in terms of the ability to serve your country, your countrymen, and the world at large. The world was very different from the time you have entered the university to this time that you have graduated. And I am sure that you have been transformed as well from the time you entered as freshmen to the graduates of today. The pandemic has changed the world as we know it, and there is no going back to the old normal. It is likely to be more volatile, unpredictable, chaotic, and ambiguous. However, amidst all of these will lie great opportunities for those who are capable and brave enough and willing to lead the way towards a better world. 6 years ago, I had the chance to address the graduating class of the UP College of Engineering. And the theme of my address was Building a Nation. Today, I address you, the graduated class of the UP Chemical Engineering class of 2021, with the prospects and agenda of rebuilding a nation and rebuilding a world. The COVID crisis has exposed the great inequality that exists in our world today. It highlighted the urgent need for innovation and way of thinking that seeks to serve the needs of all stakeholders. It requires an agenda that covers and transgresses the economic, social, and environmental concerns as a contiguous whole rather than as separate entities. And for all sectors of business, government, and civil society to work together and build ideals of the world of tomorrow. My fervent wish is for all of you is to use your power as future chemical engineers and leaders to approach your work, your advocacies with great empathy, looking after the interests of all stakeholders in the community, most especially the marginalized and the helpless. Using your knowledge and expertise to care for the environment and to help and create a more humane world where nobody ever gets left behind. Again, my warmest congratulations to the class of 2021, your parents, your guardians, and of course to the faculty who have made this all possible. Mabuhay kayong lahat. To the class of 2021, welcome to the distinguished group of UP Chemical Engineering alumni. Mabuhay ang UP, mabuhay ang Pilipinas. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat po, Sir Noel. Alright. So bago magwakas ang ating palatuntunan ngayong hapon, ikinalulugod naming ipakilala ang mga kasapi ng komite na bumuo sa virtual na pagdiriwang na ito. Sila ay sina Dr. Julie Ann Del Rosario, Dr. Marjorie Bainosa, Dr. Jude Micael Aberilla, Dr. Miguel Francisco Remolona, Dr. Ramuel John Tamargo, Assistant Professor Bemboy Nino Sobosa, ang inyong lingkod, Engineer Jason Sam Jeremias, Assistant Professor Marlon Mopon Jr., Engineer Paul Jake Nazaro, at Ginoong Ricardo Rojas II. Lubos ang aming pasasalamat kay Ginoong Elijah Jan Darhuan ng UP School of Library and Information Studies sa tulong na kanyang ibinahagi sa paghahanda ng programang ito.
Maraming salamat kay Ginoong Ricardo Rojas II at sa aming mga masisipag na student assistants na sina Hazel Joy Cruz at Jessica Lazam sa paggawa ng publicity materials ng programa ito. Maraming salamat din sa ating mga CHE representatives na sina Joshua Terrell Cuesta, Tina Marie Ong at Vivian Angelica Viernes. Taus-puso rin ang aming pasasalamat sa UP Symphony Orchestra at sa UP Engineering Choir sa kanilang pagpapaunlak na gamitin ang kanilang mga video sa programa ngayong hapon.
Bago tuluyang magwakas ang ating programa ngayong hapon, mga kaibigan at panauhin, ating awitin ang UP naming mahal. Itinatampok ang UP Symphony Orchestra sa pangunguna ni Profesor Josefino Chino Toledo ng Kolehiyo ng Musika ng UP Diliman. Maraming salamat sa ating panauhing pandangal, dekano, faculty, donors, mga panauhin, at sa lahat ng nakibahagi sa pinakaunang virtual na pagkilala ng Departamento ng Inhinyeriyang Kemikal.
Muli ako si Marlon Mopon Jr. at kasama si Ginoong Jason Sam Jeremias, binabati namin ang lahat ng mga nagsisipagtapos at ang kanilang mga mahal sa buhay.
Magandang hapon sa lahat. at mabuhay ang mga pag-asa ng bayan.